Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everybody. Are you fine? First of all, let me thank you all for coming here today. So, before we begin, let me introduce myself briefly. I am Rizky Ksatria, the student of Islamic Education Department of Islamic State University of Maulana Ibrahim, Malang. As you see on the screen, our topic today is the method of interpretation of Muqarran. I will start by presenting an understanding of the meaning of the Muqarran interpretation method. Then I will continue with an example of the Muqarran interpretation method. So finally, I will explain the advantage and disadvantage of the Muqarran interpretation method. And then the first, I want to explain the understanding of the meaning of Muqarran interpretation method. So the second, I will mention about example of the Muqarran interpretation method. And the last, I will mention the advantage and disadvantage of the Muqarran interpretation method. At the current presentation, my presentation will take about 10 minutes. So I will share PowerPoint slides in each of my lectures. So the last, if you have any question, you can for comment below. Hello everybody, did you know in the development of the civilization of Islamic thought, it can be marked by the stressing of the ulama in describing and explaining everything that is in the Al-Quran, which is called interpretation. In the interpretation, there are various terms that are very adequate in explaining the reasoning process that is so productive in Islam. And in the interpretation, there are several methods in the interpretation process, so that in this opportunity I will explain about one of these methods, namely the Muqarran interpretation method, along with examples, advantage and disadvantage. Thank you. The first, let's to meaning of the Muqarran interpretation method. The Muqarran method is a method of interpretation that uses the comparative method or analogy, which is a verse that has a similarity in an editorial of two different problems, or a verse that has a different editorial but has the same case, apart from verse by verse. This method also compares verses from the Al-Quran with Hadith and the comparison between the opinions of the commentator and other commentators on the process of interpreting the Al-Quran. So, in this method, it only focuses on difference in editorial problem, not in the aspect of conflicting meanings in the Al-Quran, because in an aspect of the meaning in the Al-Quran there is a difference, because it contains many meanings. Let's move to the next point, which is an example of the Muqarran interpretation method. The first example is A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul ta'alaw atslu ma harrama rabbukum alaikum alla tusriku bihi syai'aw wa bil walidaini ihsana wa la taqtulu auladakum min imlaq nahnu narzuqukum wa iyyahum wa la taqrabul fawahisha ma dhahara minha wa ma batan wa la taqtulun nafsal lati harrama wa illa bil haqq dzalikum wassaqum bihi la'allakum ta'qilun. Surah Al-An'am verse 151. Whereas in the second verse which reads wala taqtulu auladakum khasyata imlaq nahnu narzuquhum wa iyyakum inna qatlahum kana khit'an kabira. Surah Al-Isra verse 31. In the two verses that have been mentioned, it is now that they use different editors but have the same purpose, namely in prohibiting the murder of orphans for fear of poverty. However, the aims and objective are much different. In the first verse, it is intended for poor people, but in the second verses, it is intended for rich people. The difference in objective can be understood from the editorial form of the two verses, namely in the first verse, using the editorial verb of famine that has not yet happened, whereas in the second verse, which shows the famine that has occurred and is happening, they are afraid that it will continue to happen. And some of the commentators said the words from min imlaq and nahnu narzuqukum wa iyyahum in the first verse indicate that poor people are facing hunger and it is not permissibly to kill their children for any reason, even with the hunger they are experiencing, and only Allah who guarantees and will profit sustenance for them or the poor and their children. And vice versa in the second verse instead use the word khasyata imlaq and nahnu narzuquhum wa iyyakum, which are shown to rich people. From the word khasyata imlaq, which means fear of hunger, which implies that hunger has not occurred, but they are worried about the presence of a child because it can eat up their property so that it can make them poor, and to remove from their fearful rest. The verse affirm that Allah will profit them with sustenance along with their children, and this is the secret of placing the word narzuquhum and taking precedence over the word wa iyyakum. From that placements can have the intention that Allah gives them the guarantee that they will profit them with sustenance along with their children. So don't be afraid of a famine. In the Muqarran interpretation method, there are several advantages and disadvantages in it. The first, about advantage. The first can lead to mutual respect with the opinions of others. The second has a use for people who wish to understand and know the various opinion in the verses. So the third, in this method, the mufassir are motivated to be able to study various verses, hadith, and the opinion of other interpreters. So about disadvantage. The first, it is forbidden to give the beginners because they are afraid they will be lost in interpretation. So the second, in answering various social problems, this method cannot be relied upon because it uses the comparative method and instead of solving the problems. So the third, proposing favor new interpretation and implementing the many interpretation that have been done. So before we end today's session, let's revisit our discussion now about the Muqaran interpretation method. The meaning of the Muqaran interpretation method is, the Muqaran method is a method of interpretation that use the comparative methods or analogy, which is a verse that has a similarity in an editorial of two different problems, or a verse that has a different editorial but has the same case, apart from verse by verse. This method also compares verses from the Al-Quran with hadith and the comparison between the opinions of the commentator and other commentator on the process of interpreting the Al-Quran. So about example of Muqaran interpretation method. First example in Surah Al-An'am verse 151, and the second example in Surah Al-Isra verse 31. So about the advantage and disadvantage the Muqaran interpretation methods. The advantage, the first, can lead to mutual respect with the opinions of other. So second, has a use for people who wish to understand and know the various opinions in the verses. So the third, in this method, the mufassir are motivated to be able to study various verses, hadith, and the opinions of other interpreters. So about disadvantage, the first, it is forbidden to give to beginners because they are afraid they will be lost in interpretation. Second, in answering various social problems, this method cannot be relied upon because it uses the comparative method instead of solving the problem. So the third, proposing fewer new interpretation and implementing the many interpretation that have been done. So the last, I will summarize the main points of the Muqaran interpretation method. The first of meaning of Muqaran interpretation method. So the second, example of the Muqaran interpretation method. The third, the advantage and disadvantage of the Muqaran interpretation method. Okay everybody, maybe this is all I can say. If there is less and more, I apologize profusely. Thank you and good luck. So before I end today's session, I will discussion again the main points in the Mukoron interpretation method. The first, meaning of Mukoron interpretation method. The second, example of the Mukoron interpretation method. So the last, the advantage and disadvantage of the Mukoron interpretation method. If there is a discussion of material that has not been understood, please ask question by writing in the comment column. Thank you. So if there are questions that I can answer, then I will answer them in the comment column. Okay guys, maybe this is what I can say. If there are words that are less pleasing, I apologize profusely. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.